All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started with this week's new consultant boot camp. And so this week we're talking about selling, right? So we do every week we do one topic, either booking, selling, or sharing the opportunity. And so this week we're talking about selling. So in previous weeks we have talked about selling. Like how to boost your sales during your party and during your demonstration, and the way you can talk about products and the way you can demo your products to help boost your sales. So this week we're going to talk about how you can sell and how you can boost your sales once you get into the shopping room. And actually, the shopping room is where the real magic happens. Okay, so during your demo, when you're doing your actual presentation, like this is where it's all fun and games, right? And you're telling the story about the products. And you're connecting with them, and you're helping them to feel comfortable by making them laugh and having a great time and playing games. But once you get into the shopping room, this is when it gets to be really personal, and where you can you want to create that bond and that connection with the person, with whoever is in your shopping room. So we're going to talk about that. So sales begin with relationships, you guys, and you're going to hear that a lot in this business, that we as consultants are in a relationship business, not just helping women and helping couples and helping people with their relationships and helping them to have better relationships and stronger relationships and healthier relationships, because yes, that is like a big part of what we do. But we are in the relationship business in that we are also trying to form relationships with the people that we are interacting with, whether it's somebody that we're hoping to have, do business with us, whether it's somebody who is already on our team, if it's our hostess, if it's one of her guests. Like, it is all about relationships, and sales begin with relationships. So before you dive right into her wish list, like whenever, you're the hostess or the guest or whoever it is that's in your shopping room, before you just take her wish list and say, okay, let's get you shopping and, let me take your money, you want to get to know her a bit. There's this saying, I can't remember who said it, but I actually learned it from my dad, that people don't know how much, or they don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And I really, really feel like that applies in the shopping room and when you're trying to, sell products. The people that you're working with, they don't care how much you know about the products. They don't care how knowledgeable you are about sexual health. They don't care, that you can name every single product in the catalog and what it does and what flavors it comes in and what sense it comes in. Like, they don't care. They only care so far as you care about them. And when you actually, are forming a genuine and sincere connection with a person, and you are getting, you are showing that you actually want to know them as a human being, people pick up on that. And they appreciate that, and it makes them feel more comfortable. It makes them feel valuable. It makes them feel, worthwhile to you. And it makes them feel like they're not just a dollar sign in your eyes. And that is super important. So if you are, approaching people as if they are just a dollar sign, and you're like, I don't care, I just want them to buy products from me, I just want them to book a party with me, I just want them to join my team, like, I don't care who they are, what they got going on in their life, like, people can tell that. And they can tell when you're being fake, and they can tell when you're being insincere, and they can tell when, you're just trying to fake it, so that way, you can like manipulate them and get them to do what you want. So, you want to make sure that you are actually interested in these people and that you are actually trying to form a connection and, a relationship with them. Because if you're not, and you're either faking it or you're just not even trying, that person's going to walk out that door. They might spend money with you, but they might be doing it more to help the hostess, not because they want to support your business. All right. So, get to know her a little bit when she comes into your shopping room. Ask her questions about herself. People's favorite topic in the whole world to talk about is themselves. Right? And they're the sweetest sound. They say the sweetest sound to anybody's ears is their own name. So this is really important, why you want to learn people's names. So during your party demo, during your presentation, make an effort to learn people's names. And if you're really bad at like remembering people's names, get name tags, right? So when I do my icebreaker game, this is kind of getting a little bit off track a little bit, but like when I do my icebreaker game, I always make it a point for them to tell me what their name is. And I repeat it back to them, because one, that's going to help you remember it by repeating their name back to them and using it in a sentence. but it's also going to help them feel connected to you because, you know, when they hear their name coming out of your mouth, like it's a psychology thing, and it makes them feel like, oh, like, yeah, like she knows me, she cares about me, she sees me who I am. So, and you can have them do name tags as well, you know, because sometimes, like, especially like if I have a large party, you know, there's like 15 people there and I'm not going to remember everybody's names, I will do a name tag and I'll be like, okay, what's your name? Sally. Okay. You know, and when people see that you're actually making an effort to remember their names, like, they really appreciate that too. So learn her name and use her name and then ask her questions about herself. My usual spiel, the way I do things in the shopping room, is when she comes in, I say, you know, all right, Sally, you know, welcome to my shopping room. How much fun did you have tonight? Right? And she's going to say, oh, I had so much fun. It was great. This was the best party I've ever been to. I really like how you did this. And you ask her, like, oh, so like, what was your favorite part? Which product did you really love, like, that we talked about out there? And get her talking, and then, you know, ask her things like, you know, how does she know the hostess? What does she do for a living? Does she like what she does for a living? Is she in a relationship? Does she have kids, fur babies, pets, whatever? You know, and so some of these answers too are going to help her with her wish list, right? So you're asking her about herself. You want to know these things because you genuinely want to know who she is as a person, but this is also going to help you to recommend the products that she really, you know, needs in her life, or maybe to really offer her the opportunity. You know, maybe she has a full-time job and she hates it and she's stressed out. She never gets to see her kids or her partner or her pets or whatever, you know, and you're learning this from having this conversation with her, you know. So as you're building this connection, you know, oh, well, you know, maybe she would like love to do what I do. Maybe she would love to do pure romance on the side. Maybe she would like to do it full time so she has more time to spend with her family or her children or her pets or whatever. So it's about bonding with them. It's about making that connection, and it's also about learning what it is that she needs, so that when you do finally get to her wish list, you can make recommendations, you know, for products. Like if she doesn't have a partner, you're probably not going to recommend, you know, like partner toys necessarily. You know, I don't know. But you would find that out, you know, from having that conversation with her. And then, you know, once you are finished, you know, asking her questions about herself, you know, you're going to kind of feel that natural, like, okay, like I'm done, like asking her all these questions. Ask her what questions she has for you. Now, most of the time they're going to say, no questions, don't have any questions. You know, but then there will usually be questions, like as she's going down her wish list, she'll be like, oh, wait, actually, I did have this one question. That's fine. Or she's going to ask you her questions, you know, but because you gave her space to share herself with you and to get to know her, she's going to feel more comfortable. So when it comes time for her to ask her questions, you know, she sees that you actually care. And she might ask you, you know, some questions that she really needs help with. And that's going to be your chance to really help her. And because you also, you know, just listen to different parts of her and what she does and what her life is like and, you know, who she, you know, has at home and whatever, as you're answering her questions, you already kind of have an idea of what's going on and you can answer her questions better. All right. And this is all about this. I promise you, this is all going to help you sell more products in the shopping room. Once, you know, she's asked all of her questions and you've answered them, then move on to her wish list. I mean, and actually, I'm going to say, like, you know, sometimes you go in the shopping room and you have that one girl who's in a hurry. You know, she's like, she's got to get in, she's got to get her product, she's got to get out. And I actually have a really hard time with that, you know, personally, because I like to make that connection, that connection with people. I like to, you know, to find out who they are. I mean, I have probably a bad habit. I'll have like a 40-minute conversation with somebody in the shopping room about something we have in common or whatever before we even get to her wish list. And it's like, oh, like it's an hour passed by. Like maybe we should get you out of here so somebody else can shop. So when girls come in and they're like, okay, I need this, and this, and then I got to go. You know, I have a hard time with that because, you know, that deprives me of that opportunity to make a connection with her, for me to really learn what she's about and, you know, find out, like, are the products that I'm sending her home with, like, are these really the things that are going to meet the needs that she has? You know, I don't know because I didn't get a chance to learn about her. So, but that is usually where follow-up is going to be really important. And you should be following up after every party anyway. You should be doing your morning after calls. So after every party, the day after, or usually like within 24 to 48 hours, you want to reach back out to everybody that was at the party and the hostess and thank them again, you know, for coming out, thank them for shopping, thank them for booking, thank them for, you know, whatever, supporting your business. And then especially for the girls who, you know, they had to, you know, shop and run, that's going to give you a chance to kind of connect with them a little bit better, find out how they're enjoying your products, all of that. All right, so now the other thing too, so in the shopping room, all right, so we talked about making that connection and you know, forming that relationship with her. Another thing that you want to make sure that you are doing in the shopping room is don't shop for her. So most consultants, like, they come into this business because they want to make a little extra money. And sometimes we project our values and our, you know, the way we would spend our money onto people in the shopping room. So say you're on a really tight budget, right? Like, that's your personal life, that's your personal finances, and you would not necessarily go and spend, you know, $400 like on anything, like in a single trip. Like, to you, that's just ludicrous. So, you know, you may unintentionally and unconsciously project that that value or whatever onto whoever's in your shopping room. And so you're thinking she's only going to spend $50, maybe $100, and you would never expect anybody to come in and spend $400 because that's not what you would do, right? And so you would just assume, like, and this, again, this isn't conscious, this isn't something you're necessarily consciously doing, but you would assume that, you know, once she has like 4 things on her order form or in Pure Sale, okay, she's done. All right, here's your total, right? So don't shop for her. Your new favorite phrase is going to be, what else? What else? What else? Do not assume she is done shopping until she says, no, that's it, I'm done. Okay? So, and sometimes, like, we also make the assumption that they're done shopping based on the language that they use and maybe their tone of voice. And, you know, sometimes they're not really done. You know, so maybe they're saying, okay, I want coochie, I want body dew, and I want sensations. Right? And they say just like that. So you're assuming, okay, she's done. Don't assume she's done. Ask, okay, what else? All right? She's probably going to add more stuff on. All right? So what else? What else? She wants coochie. Okay, what else? Okay, I want body dew. All right, what else? I want Premiere. Okay, what else? All right? So you're going to use the phrase, what else? That is going to be like your new favorite phrase. And then, so like I said, like, don't assume she's done. She's done when she says, no, really, like, that's it. Like, I'm done. Okay, awesome. And then you're also going to offer suggestions for complementary products. So we call this cross-selling. So you're going to hear these 2 phrases. There's cross-selling and there's upselling. Cross-selling is when you're offering or making recommendations for complementary products. So if she's going to get coochie, recommend that she get body dew and skin therapy to go with it. You know, because the body dew, she's going to be able to moisturize after she shaves with coochie. The skin therapy is going to close up her pores, so it's going to lock in that moisture, and it's going to make her shave last longer, right? So you're helping her to complete the experience. For another example, you know, if she says, okay, I want Aura, which is a massage oil, recommend that she add on the In Good Hands and Skinny Dip to go with it, right? The In Good Hands, she can use you know, to apply the Aura with, right? So she gets that really nice, you know, sensual massage, or she can give that really nice sensual massage. And the Skinny Dip, which is the pH balanced body wash and bubble bath. You know, she can use that to complete the experience of relaxation and foreplay, right? She can soak in the tub in the Skinny Dip because it's pH balanced. It has the pheromones in it, which are going to relax her. It's going to calm her mind. She's going to feel really comfortable and calm. She can soak as long as she needs to, and then when she's done, she gets out of the bath, then she gets that really nice sensual massage from her partner who's using the In Good Hands and the Aura, right? So you're creating and completing the experience for her by recommending these additional complementary products. If she's getting a bedroom accessory, okay, recommend toy lube and cleaner, like we call that TLC, right? Toy lube, cleaner, and toy tote. You know, so if she's getting a toy, she's gonna need the Just Like Me or Simply Silk to go with it, because it's going to what am I looking for? It's gonna maintain the pH balance of, the vagina. It's going to create a protective barrier. It's going to make the toy feel way more comfortable and way more, sensitive. Lubricant will help transmit the vibrations more intensely. So her toy that she just spent, really good money on, it's already like blowing her mind. It's going to take it to a whole nother level because she's using it with a lubricant. The cleaner, she needs cleaner to take care of her toys. And I tell my girls at my parties, like, if you're getting a toy, you absolutely have to get a toy cleaner. If you don't have a toy cleaner at home, you need a toy cleaner. You are protecting your investment, right? You're going to spend good money on a toy because you came to this party tonight and you deserve to treat yourself. You deserve to invest in your pleasure because you are stressed out and you do so much for everybody else. Like, you deserve this. And I give you permission to invest in your pleasure. Right? And if you're going to be doing that, you want to make sure that this investment is going to last you a long time. You don't want to spend $200 on a toy and then 6 months later the silicone has started to peel away or has cracks in it because you didn't clean it properly. And you don't want to invest good money in a toy only to get an infection in a week because you didn't clean your toy properly. So always, 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 you need to make sure you have the proper toy cleaner to clean your toys, because I want you to protect your investment. And it's cheaper than a copay. It's cheaper than a yeast infection. And then the toy tote as well, right? To store the toy in, because again, you're spending good money on this toy. You want to make sure that you are protecting it and storing it properly when it's not in use. Okay, so recommending these complementary products, cross-selling, and helping her to complete that experience. So you're going to want to use phrases. And so there's a couple different ways you can do it, right? So if she says, okay, I want coochie. So you could say, okay, well, most women, when they get the coochie, they also get the body dew and skin therapy to go with it, because body dew does this and skin therapy does this. Would you like to add on body dew and skin therapy? Okay. So that's one way, that you can say it. And it's true. Like, most women do get coochie and body dew and skin therapy together. Like, it's the truth. And when you say most women, this is, again, it's a psychology thing. This is like a little psychology of selling, is that most people want to be like most people. Most people don't want to feel like they're doing something different from what other people are doing. So if you're saying most people, when they get coochie, they also get body dew and skin therapy, she's going to be like, oh, well, I need some body dew and skin therapy. Right? And she's going to love you for it because you just helped her complete the experience. And when she gets home and she uses the coochie and the body dew and the skin therapy, like, her skin's going to feel awesome. So you're helping her out. You're helping her to get the best experience possible with the products. So that was cross-selling. Upselling is going to be suggestions for upgrades. So when I do my demonstration, especially for like the toys, I don't tend to show anything that's less than $60. Like, I show the toys that are at least $60 and up, because my job as a consultant and your job as a consultant is to introduce them to the best that Pure Romance has to offer. The catalog has the rest of everything else. All right. So your job, and we kind of talked a little bit about this during one of the other weeks that we did, selling, when we were talking about your demo and what you should show in your demo. But your job as the consultant is to help them see the value in the higher end products, and why should they spend money and extra money on something when they could have something similar for $20 cheaper. Well, your job is to help them see, like, you're paying for the quality. It really is going to give you a better experience. The silicone is higher quality. It's rechargeable. It's waterproof. It's dual action. Has a special motor, like, whatever, sets it apart from those other products that might be a little bit cheaper, and cheaper doesn't necessarily mean bad quality, right? Like, if she's balling on a budget and she can only afford, a $30 toy, that's totally fine. Like, nothing that we sell is terrible, it's just all, just different. It's just different levels of what people like. So, but your job is to help her see the value in the higher end, products. So when you're offering the upgrades, it's easier to help her step down than it is to try and pull somebody up. So if you're showing Jam Session, for example, which is a C-ring, it's one of our C-rings in the Amplify collection, right? And you get her in the shopping room and she's like, okay, I want Jam Session. It's a lot harder to say, okay, but then we have Rendezvous, for $40 more, you know, which is also a C ring, you know, it's harder to kind of get her to go up, you know, than it is to get her to step down. So if you show rendezvous and she's like, well, that's not, you know, it's a little bit out of my budget or whatever, you can help her step down to friend with benefits, right? Which is still more, you know, more expensive. It's higher retail, higher profit for you than jam session, right? So you see how it's easier to go from rendezvous to family, friend with benefits than it is to go from jam session to rendezvous, or even like from jam session to friend with benefits. But that doesn't mean that you can't offer suggestions on upgrades. You know, so going back to the C ring example, right? So if she says, I want friends with benefits, you know, you can suggest, well, we do have something similar. It's a little, you know, a couple bucks extra, but like the rendezvous, it has more power, it has a removable bullet, has a little extra stretch in the C ring, you know, so yes, it's a little bit more expensive, but it is a little bit higher quality. This might meet your needs better. You know, you can suggest, if she's like, okay, I want Please Me, you know, which is one of our bullets, you might suggest Premier. Okay, yeah, Premier is a great upgrade from the Please Me because it's quiet, it's rechargeable, it's super small, so it's way more discreet than the Please Me, you know, so you're just helping her to see, you know, the differences in two toys that are similar, you know, by offering it as, you know, as an upgrade. And women who are like really wanting to treat themselves, they're going to want to know about those upgrades. All right, so another thing, and we actually just talked about this morning on the morning huddle, having a VIP program. Okay, so a VIP program is going to boost your sales immensely. And if you've been doing parties regularly, which by this point you should be, and you have noticed that your per person average and your party average, they're kind of like, you've kind of hit a plateau and you're like, I can't seem to get it to push to just the next level. Like I just need it to go up, I just need like, you know, my customers to buy like $50 more at a party. Like, how can I get them to shop more? What is going on? What can I do? Have a VIP program. All right, VIP programs. So what a VIP program is, and every consultant does it differently. Every consultant has a different requirement, you know, for hitting VIP. Do what works best for you and your business and what is easiest for you to keep track of. All right. So here's my VIP program. So at the end of every party, before we go into the shopping room, I say, all right, ladies, who wants to go home with something free tonight? Right? Everybody likes free, and usually everybody's like, I would like to go home with something free tonight. And I say, all right, that's awesome. So I have a VIP program, and I'm going to tell you guys how you become a VIP tonight and go home with something free tonight. We like this? Yes, yes. Okay, great. So I have 2 levels of VIPs. My VIP elites treat themselves to $250 in the shopping room, and they get to pick 2 free gifts out of my VIP box here, right? Something buzz, something smell good, something tastes good, right? It's entirely your choice. But when you treat yourself to $250 in the shopping room, you can pick any 2 gifts out of here to go home with tonight. Or you get to pick 1 free gift, and you get free shipping and handling. Because though I do carry inventory with me, sadly my products did not arrive by Magical Unicorn, so everybody pays $7 flat rate. It just covers my costs. I have products on here for you today, right? All right. So my regular VIPs, they treat themselves to $150 in the shopping room, and they get to pick 1 free gift out of my VIP box, or they get to pick free shipping and handling. It's entirely up to you. And both levels never pay full price with me again, as long as they remind me that they're a VIP. Right? Super easy, super simple. And so you'll notice, right? So let me kind of break this down a little bit for you and what I'm doing. All right. So I have 2 levels. Okay. So, I do offer 2 levels. Let's see. So I have the 2 levels, and it kind of covers people at each end of the shopping spectrum. For my clients, what I've noticed of my clients and their shopping habits and what they tend to spend with me when they shop. So I kind of tailored my VIP program to get them to spend just a little bit more than they normally would, right? And you'll notice I use the phrase treat yourself, and that's key, okay? So it's not when you spend, okay, when you give me your money, when you spend this much money, right? It's when you treat yourself to this much. When you give yourself permission to have this much product, right? So again, it's subtle, but that phrasing is everything. It's very important. Okay, so Now, the other thing, the way this works is that when they're in the shopping room and you're looking at their wish list and you're adding them up, you're always going to let them know that they are only a certain amount away, certain dollar amount away from hitting that level of VIP or the next level of VIP. Okay, I don't care if they're $100 away from hitting VIP, right? I'm still going to tell them, oh my gosh, you're only $100 away from a free gift. What do you want to add on? And they either will or they won't. Usually they do though, right? Because people like free, and especially when I offer them free shipping and handling, because for whatever reason, people don't like to pay shipping and handling. And especially if they're going home with their products, they're like, I don't want to have to pay that $7. So what do I got to do to not pay that $7? They will usually spend $50 more. Okay. So, so base it on, so find out what your per person average is, okay? Because I don't necessarily recommend jumping straight up to $150 or straight up to $250. You're going to base your VIP program on what your current per person average is. So if your current per person average is only, say, $50, okay? So actually, we'll even like make it lower, okay? Say your current per person average is $30, right? They're buying a bottle of coochie and like, you know, something else small, okay? They're spending about $30 with you in the shopping room, and you want them to spend a little bit more. You're going to make your VIP, your first level VIP, or maybe your only level. Maybe you only want to start with one level of VIP, and that's fine. You're going to make it about $20 to $30 higher than that, right? You want, because you don't want, if your clients are only spending like $20 with you or $30 with you in the shopping room, to try and get them to stretch to spending $200, it's too much of a jump, right? So you're going to have to start doing it in baby steps to kind of set that expectation. So if they're spending $30 with you in the shopping room, you're going to bump it. You're going to make your VIP program, like your first level, to be about $65 or $70, okay? Because that's a much easier jump than saying, okay, you're at $30, okay, you're almost $150, you know, if that's what your typical client tends to spend. So you want to do it in baby steps. And once, you know, you're noticing, okay, most of my clients are just automatically hitting VIP, then you're going to raise the bar again, or you're going to add an additional level. All right. Now, to like what I give away when I say like you're going to get a free gift, I use products that have been discontinued that I'm trying to get rid of. I will use products that I got on sale or for free. So when you go onto the COO, whenever you place your order, you're going to see there's that sale tab. And when products are going out, they're getting retired, they go on super sale for us, which means we get them super, super cheap, right? Because you get the sale price on top of your buying discount, and it makes it really, really cheap. Or whenever corporate runs, you know, the sales, they have the sale days. So like today, like if you spend $600, you get like a Basic Instinct, a Bosom Buddy, and a Coochie for free. Free product, right? So you could totally throw that in your VIP box because that doesn't cost you anything. So you're not giving away money, right? But you could also just add that to your stock and sell that for 100% profit. So that, you know, so kind of see what you want to do. Now you can also, for your VIP program, you don't have to make it free. Like you can say you get to pick any item out of my VIP box for $5. And again, that could be things that you got on sale. That could be things you got for free. It could be things, you know, whatever that you got like super in a grab bag. You know, so that way, you know, if you still want to make a little extra money, because people love it when they're like, oh man, I can get a really nice like $40 toy for $5. Heck yes. Like, what do I got to do to hit that? It can be a discount. It can be, you know, a discount on a future order. You know, you can make it whatever you want it to be. Make your VIP program something that feels comfortable for you, something that is not giving away too much of your profit. Because again, you're in this business to make money. You're not in this business to lose money or to give product away. And something that is going to be easy for you to remember and to track. Okay, so yeah, that VIP program is going to help you in the shopping room. It's going to help you boost, you know, get people to add on and to spend, you know, a couple extra bucks. When they think they're done, they're not done yet. All right. Oh, okay. And then offering like 2 to 3 packages or bundle deals can also help you increase sales. So and this is actually really good too if you're working with a group of people that tend to tend to always be broke, right, for lack of a better term. Like college girls especially, right, they're always like on tight budgets, but they love package deals. So have a few pre-made package deals already put together, and you're basically just bundling products that go together, and like you don't have to physically bundle them together, but like just like the idea for them, you know, you bundle them together and they're going to save a couple of dollars. So you're boosting your retail because they're getting all these products that are coming together in the bundle set, you know, and you're boosting your sales. So for example, like, so say for example, here, actually, let me see. So you could offer like a mild and a wild package, his and hers package, a water fun or land fun package. You know, you're going to bundle 3 to 4 products together and take off like 10 to 15%. So like, for example, you could do like the collections that go together, like the Bath and Beauty set, Bath and Beauty set, like Coochie, Body Dew, Kiss, Body Silk, Skinny Dip. Is that everything? Right. Coochie, Kiss, Body Dew, Skinny Dip, and Body Silk. Yeah, I think that's all of them, right? It's 5, right? So you can let them know, like, if they get all 5 of those products in that set, you're going to knock off, like, you know, 15% or whatever. You know, do the math. I haven't done the math. It's what? It's 20, 40, 60, 80, $102, right? So that set is normally $102 for, like, retail, or $104 retail. So they can get the whole set for $97. $97. You didn't take off a whole bunch, but they're bundling it together, and instead of paying full price for that whole set, they're getting it for $97. Right? So you don't have to give these huge, crazy discounts, but just by bundling it together for them and taking off a couple of dollars, you know, you're going to boost your sales. They're going to be more inclined to want to get it all together, because maybe they were only going to get the Coochie, or maybe they were only going to get like 3 of the 5 products, right? But you could say, well, if you get the other 2 that go with it, you're going to get them all discounted. All right. Let's see here. Offer 2 for deals. Okay, so this, I love doing this, and I do this all the time. So a 2 for deal is basically when they get 2 of any consumable product, and then they're going to get a few dollars off. So it could be like Coochie, for example, right? Normal retail is $20, so they can get 1 for $20 or 2 for $37. I took $1.50 off of each bottle and made, you know, twice as much profit. 1 for $28 or 2 for $52. 1 for $30 or 2 for $50, etc. Like, so just whatever you feel comfortable with. Like, you don't have to go crazy, like knocking down the price and giving them your discount, you know, taking off $20. Like, that's too much. That's too much. Keep it simple. Excuse me. Do just a little bit, because they're still getting a deal. And you're still going to make money. You're going to boost your retail. It's great for corporate contests. It's great for your free product, and it's great for money in your pocket. All right. All right, so we're getting to the end of this one. Hopefully you guys are learning a lot. Okay, so key phrases to keep in mind when you are in the shopping room. So write this down, take notes, whatever, okay? I want you to practice this. What else, right? We talked about that. So what else? Okay, I want this. All right, what else? Okay, put this on there. Okay, cool. What else? All right, I want this. What else? You're also going to use the phrases, most of my clients get blank product to go with their blank product because blank reason. All right, would you like to add that on? Oh, and this is another one too. I didn't talk about this. How many? Okay, don't just assume that people only want one of stuff. Like, why? Why? Especially if you're offering bundle deals or the 2-fers. Ask them how many they want. Okay, I would like Coochie and Love Story. All right, how many? You want 1 or 2? Right? The worst case scenarios that are going to just be like, oh no, just 1. Okay, like, so it's okay to ask them how many of a product that they want. All right, so, and for resources for this one, like some supplemental information, when you go on the COO, you go on the training tab, and you're going to click on all about the party, and then you're going to click the shopping room, and there's an entire section of some really great notes. A lot of it covers what I, have gone over tonight, but there's some other stuff too. It's really great. So your assignment for this week's boot camp, I want you to share 3, this is super easy, share 3 products in the group, and they're complementary items, like 2 to 3 items to go with it. You know, so you can use like don't use the examples that I gave, okay? You gotta come up with your own. But like what I mean by that is, you know, coochie, and what are 2 to 3 complementary items that would go well with coochie, right? So how would you bundle that? How would you cross-sell that? And then you're also going to share 3 products in the group and their upgrades and why that would be a good upgrade option. Okay? So that is all I got for you guys tonight. Thank you so much for watching, for tuning in. If you have questions, comment, message me, let me know. But I'm so excited. Hopefully this was really helpful for you guys. I will see y'all next week. Bye.